Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Kristen Williams with the Williams team here in Austin, Texas, here to give you just a weekly update on how the real estate market is progressing. We're really kind of seeing it just kind of be steady and kind of leveling off, honestly. The big kind of indicator we saw this week was we did have about 100 price reductions more this past 7 days than we did the last 7 days. So that tells me there's just inventory sitting, not selling, and sellers are saying, okay, we've overpriced our home a little bit, let's lower the price. But we are seeing that the number of houses going under contract in less than 7 days is still around 53% of the listing inventory that's out there. A fair amount of houses are still going under contract fairly quickly. We're still seeing multiple offers. But what, like, for an example, like on a listing that may have been on the market 5 months ago, where I'm like confident would have, if it had put on the market 7 months ago or 5 months ago, probably would have gotten like 10 to 12 offers. I'm now seeing 2 and 3 offers come in. So we're getting activity, but we're not getting quite the level of activity. And then one thing that I'm noticing that is really changing the way that homes are selling in areas where there's a lot of new construction is builders are really still competing. So we've got a really good listing that is a resale in a neighborhood where they're building like crazy. And so we've got to be really careful about where we price our houses, and they have to be amazing and have to feel like a brand new house, because a buyer is just going to go pay $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 more. Most of the time they're qualified for a little bit more, and they're just going to pay more for new construction. So we noticed that on a couple of listings that are competing with the new construction, but in the areas where there's not new construction to compete with, those homes are selling really, really quickly. So still a very solid, very strong real estate market, just kind of a cooling, a leveling off period where we're not seeing really high rapid growth, but we're not seeing any decline. Clearly stating, not seeing a decline, not seeing our prices drop. We're just not seeing them increase like they have been, if that makes sense. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions about what your home is worth. If you're thinking about buying a home right now, this is definitely the time. I always say, if I could be a buyer in any market that I would like to be a buyer in, I would buy in the fall, because the inventory is still kind of there. There's still inventory. There's not quite as much inventory, but there's still inventory. And there's just not as much competition. There's just not as many buyers. And I've said this year over year over year. I've been doing this for 15 years. And I always see more opportunities for buyers in the fall than I do in the spring. So that said, if you're thinking about buying, reach out, let me know. We put a lot of buyers in homes over the past 2 weeks. This September, we've pended a lot of homes with buyers, which is great for home buyers who are going to get in their home before the holiday season. So anyhow, reach out if you have any questions. We've got a great team of agents here to serve, here to help. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.